Right. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome. Good morning, guys. Good morning to you guys. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Alright, guys, if you're joining us for the first time, this is the hunt where the billionaires hunt. Alright, this is our hunting site. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Please prepare your questions if you have anything you want to discuss with me. Probably if there's any pair you want me to check out. Alright. This is a supply zone right here. This is the supply zone right here as well. Another supply zone right here. Days 11. The month is moving. Alright, let's check GBP Usd. Welcome if you're joining us for the first time. This is the hunt. Where the billionaires hunt. I hope you guys can hear me properly. Please, if you can hear me properly, let me know in the comment section. Please. Just say something, please. Okay, let me pips is this away. Gives us this away. Saturday I'm going to be making a back test. I'm going to be going live for back test, so I'm going to be explaining the strategy to you guys on Saturday. Spending the time, still have to trade together because I want you guys to understand it. This is a supply zone. This is also a supply zone right there. We have another supply zone just right here as well. This is a supply zone right there. That was 11. Let's try to connect this and see. Okay, I'm gonna leave that way on the 15-minute chart. Alright, I'm gonna leave that way. Let's get this over the chart, please. see what happened right there. Let's go to 5 minutes. GBP USD. USD looking like it will break the highs and lows of the week. Let's see what happens. USD has not been really nice with me this week. Supply zone right here in the 15-minute chart. This one is invalidated right here. Even this, no, it's not invalidated, it's still valid. There's this supply zone right here as well. It's okay to say this is a supply zone right here as well, even though that is invalidated if this candle goes bullish. But let's see. Let's invite this trend line right here. Blue catch. That was an entry right there. I was a little bit late today. I'm gonna set limit in case price present opportunity right here again. That should be an entry. We have strong supply zone being broken, right? So this is a beautiful entry. Not just that alone, we had a double bottom right there, so that's a reversal candlestick pattern. So we're risking 6.5 right there. 6.5. Guys, I'm going short. I'm going long rather. Sorry about that. I'm going long on GBP USD. Because we missed that trade, so I'm just going to set limit right there and see what happens. I'm just going to set limits right there. Whoosh. We're pushing very deep. We're pushing very, very deep right there. Please come back to carry us along. Please come back. Whoa. GBP USD. How many pips was that? That's 6.5 pips. quickly guys, set your limit to 1.35200. 35200. Set limit at 35200. 35205. 35205. Set a buy limit right there. 35205. Let's see if this candle presents, if this candle push back down. $35,205 is where our limit is hanging. That's a buy limit right there on GBP USD. 35,205. Please come back, carry us along, please. Nothing on JPY for now. $35,205. It's going to eat now. Hopefully. Push, boy, push, push. And our stop loss, our risk is 6.5 pips. Please manage risk, please guys, please manage risk. Buy limit 1.35 2 Please carry us along, boy. Carry us along, boy. Clone. Just eat. Just eat. If you know how to go for stop loss, you know how to go for stop loss. Now it's the limit. Don't be a bad boy. Don't be a bad boy. Sorry, 25. Wait. I hate this. 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 Our TP is around 1.35370 shirts, and our buy limit is at 1.35205, and stop loss 1.35137. We missed that entry right there. We missed the entry. This candle successfully pushed above this week right here. It will just continue up. Just continue up, and that will be painful right there. Should have just entered somewhere close around here. Let's just leave that. If we lose that, we live to trade another day. Nothing really significant on GJ. I can't really see anything for now. We have a supply zone right here. Another supply zone right here. This is also a supply zone here. This is a supply zone. This is a supply zone right here. We missed that trade already. We missed the trade. We missed that trade. This is beautiful trade right there. We missed it already. GBP USD is pushing very strong to the upside. I'm going to remove the limit when we move on to 2 right there. There's no point still staying in the trade. There are better opportunities in the market, so we just wait for the next opportunity. Alright, so those are the zones that we have. Supply zone and GBP. Also we have this supply zone right here as well. Check the 15-minute chart. Nothing yet. Nothing yet on GG. Nothing yet. Fingers crossed. My limit is still hanging right there. Still patient with the move. Let's see. When we push 1 to 2, I'll remove the limit. Because that was supposed to be our break-even time. So when you push 1 to 2, I'm removing the limit right there. Well, anyways, I'm not expecting it to come back all the way to this point anymore. Price should just continue up. We're just getting into the trade somewhere around here. Anyways, let's have some top-down analysis. If you have anything you want me to check, please send that to me. Send it to me. So like I said it would yesterday, say GBP will fly, and we had it yesterday. We had the fly yesterday. We had the fly right here. That is the beauty of total analysis. It gives you idea. It gives you idea. And the rest of the work lies with your strategy. We have this recent price data right here. I just had the long. We have this very strong zone right here. GBP making a double top right there. So the chances that the price will come back to test this point here to probably continue up or continue down is more than the chance that it won't come. Alright, so we should have something like this. We should have this situation right there. You have this situation right here on GBP because we already got into this very powerful zone right here. And looking at the formation that we can get here, this is a reversal pattern. We have double top, right there. Check. We also have this guy right here, this head and shoulder right here. That could mean that price can, after reversing to this point here to test this point, price can just crash above. That's also possible. That's very possible. Now, where's the safe zone? Where's the safe zone? Let's go to the weekly to check. Wow, so that's gonna be a free range. I don't have the data either. price break above this point here, it's going to be a free range right there. It's going to be a free range right there. Yeah, if you're new here, subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, GJ down or up, right? GJ is on an uptrend right now, right? And the reason I'm saying that GJ could have a retracement back to this point is because GJ approached this key level right here. We have this very strong key level right here, right at this point. Sorry, we have this very key level. Why am I selecting that? We have this very strong key level right here, another key level right here. All right, we have the same key level right at this point too. All right, so we could have a little retracement before the continuation to the upside, but majorly we can see on the daily we have inverted head and shoulder right here. Price can respect this inverted head and shoulder, continue to push to the upside, right? We can have that. All right, we need to put that at the back of our mind, but don't forget this is the daily chart, right? So if you're trading on a 1 hour or 15 minutes or probably 5 minutes, you want to be careful of the buys you want to take right now, because we have price at a very strong zone right now. So we could have a reversal, all right, a little reversal to this point, and if we are going to be having a retracement, we're going to be having that to this point here. Let's check the 4 hour, zoom out the chart a little bit. Okay, all right, this is the 4 hour. So I'm still expecting price to push a little bit deeper to this point before continuing back up. All right, this type of situation right here before we have a push back up right here. So I'm expecting that type of situation because we have a resistance right at this point here. That resistance now turning to support, right? So price will probably push to this point here before pushing back up. Probably want to dip to that point. And again, if you look at this point here, yes, we also have this zone here, and that explains. Let me make it bolder for you guys to see. We have this zone right here. It's also a very strong zone, and that explains why we are seeing price rejecting at this point here. That explains why we are having issue right here with this candle right here. But most of the time, guys, pay attention to recent price data. What is happening now? All right, and this is what is happening now. This is what is happening now. We're expecting price to push back to this point before bouncing back up. Let's see 1 hour. That could better explain what we want to see. So just like I said, I'm expecting price to push back to this point here. It's just like a break and retest type of thing. All right, you want price to push back to this point here. Expect some sort of candlestick rejection, probably multiple week rejection, a doge, or you need an engulfing candle right there, right? Engulfing candle is more effective, so you want to see an engulfing right here before jumping to buys right here. So GBP looks bullish, looks very bullish, but the safe zone will be here. The safe zone is going to be here, right here. You can pay attention to some candlestick patterns right there. And also we have a very strong supply right here. Now that we have an engulfing candle alone, we also have a double top right there on the 1 hour right here. Makes that zone very, very strong. Makes that zone very strong. And also we had another engulfing candle right here as well. And this zone is turning to support. Let's see what happens. Let's see how many pips is this. From here to here, that's about 360 pips. Oh, that's about 36 pips right there. Looking good. Push down right here. Probably you can wait for candlestick rejections or the break of trend line right there. That will be safe. Let's check our trade. 5 minutes. GBP USD. Whoa, 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 whoa. We missed the trade. I'm removing my limit right here. We missed that trade. But it's okay. Remove your limit, guys. Remove the limit. That was the big miss right there. That was a big miss right there. That was a big miss right there. We go back to why I think the price will go up. Alright, it's because we have supply zones right here. We have an engulfing pushing down. Alright, and if you look at the highs and lows of the week, alright, for those of you guys that use highs and lows of the week, we're still above the highs and lows of the week right here. So these lines signifies highs and lows of the week. Alright, and how do you know highs and lows of the week? The first two candles, that is the first two H4 candles, that is the only candle, the only H4 candles that that you have on Sunday, plus the first candle, the first H4 candle you have on Monday. Alright, so what you do is you just I use this line just to indicate, for those of you guys that don't need it, it's not necessary. Alright, so what you do is you just put it right at the top of that. Alright, you can see this is the first candle that was this was on Sunday right here. So you put it including the week. Right, so you measure the two candles. So let's say in a situation you have, sorry, my drawing is bad. Maybe you have this type of situation right here. Imagine that is candle. I don't even know what that is looking like, but just imagine that is a candlestick. Alright, so what you want to do in this situation is, let me zoom in out for you guys to see. So you mark the zone right from the very bottom, right? From the very bottom, you mark the zone. Alright, and again you go to the very top right here, you mark the zone. Alright, that is how to identify highs and lows of the week. So what you wait for after that is you wait for price to break this range. This is a range, right? So you wait for price to break it. So if price break it to the upside, you start looking for buys. If price break it to the downside, you start looking for sales, right? Even if price break it to the downside and you're looking for sales and price just trail back up at this point here, as long as price hasn't break above this point here, you continue to look for sales. But immediately you have price break above it, the next thing you want to do is to change your bias from sales to buy. So that's just how to trade highs and lows of the week. So we use that as confluence to the normal top down analysis. It's just a confluence to that. And for those of you guys that want to ask, because I get this question from people, what if you have this situation right here? You have a situation like this and the second candle is closing inside. You have the week, and probably you have the week here and you have the week here. All you have to do is just combine the two candles together. Just combine the two candles together. It's okay to say you're looking at the 8-hour chart, right? Just the candle on the 8-hour. Alright, so you combine the two. After combining the two, where's the highs and where's the low, right? This is the high right at this point here, and this is the low right here. So it's just a combination of the two of them, right? The highs and the lows of the two. That is how to determine the highs and lows of the week. I'm gonna make video on that. We are gonna be going live. I'm gonna be going live rather on Saturday, explaining that to you guys, just to explain it more. And also guys, this red line I have here, that is a 50 pip. Alright, if you measure from here, if it breaks above, you measure the you measure 70 pips above. Alright, and there's this situation where you have an overstretched market. You have price push all the way to this point, all the way above this point right here. So you don't want to start trading overstretched market, or let's say you don't want to continue to trade overbought market. So what you want to do is you want to start looking for, immediately you have price break the highs and lows of the week and move above 70 pips, you start looking for buys and sells together. So any which one that presents opportunity. But then you need to combine the top down analysis with that. Even if you trade it alone blindedly, you will still be profitable with that if you combine it with the strategy. Even if you don't check top down analysis, you just, every single time you see price present opportunity, you buy. You see price present opportunity, you sell. You will still be doing fine at the end of the day. We missed this trade. So that was how we have this trade right here. And again, another thing you need to combine is some pattern, right? You need head and shoulder or probably double bottom. Right at this point here, we have double bottom right here. Double bottom signifies a reversal, right? That is reversal candlestick formation combined to a reversal. What? A reversal candlestick pattern, right? Double bottom is a reversal candlestick pattern. All right, you join that to a reversal candlestick. All right, so in a situation where we have a steady downtrend right at this point here, you want to wait for something significant to break that trend. So that's just what the strategy is all about. Now you have a downtrend right here, a steady downtrend right there, then you connect your trend line right at that point. Alright, don't mind my drawing, guys. So you need something very special, right? Something unique to break above this point here before you start looking for buys. Alright, you need something very unique to happen before you start looking for buys. So that's the situation right there. This is what I do everything. Don't stress me. Anyways, what's going on with GBP I'm coming. We'll get to the top down analysis for GBP. But for now, I don't want to miss another trade again. Now on the 5-minute chart, we are having something that looks like this candle is 1 hour. It's 1 minute candle. We're having something like a head and shoulder right at this point here. Not just that alone, guys, we have double bottom right here. You can see a push down, a push up, but weak to this point before pushing up, then a push down. Let me make that bold. Right, a push down, a push up, but weak to this downside before pushing up, and we have a continuation down. Alright, to the same point where this week is. Now we're having this candlestick, pushing very strong. If this candle closes and engulfs this one, that could mean an entry for us, because we have tons of supply zones right here. We have an engulfing candle engulfing this guy, engulfing this previous guy, so we could connect. Just as long as we are still above the highs and lows of the week. Alright, this is not valid. Let's use this one. Yes, this is okay right here. And why am I putting that right there? It's because we have we have this candle, and we have this bearish candle engulfs it. That bearish candle engulfs that guy right there. So I'm going to prepare to get into the trade right here. Hopefully, if this one goes engulfing, that's going to be our second trade for today. It's going to be a 9 pip trade, probably lesser. Let's see. Get your guns. Get your guns. We're looking at a prey. Let's see if we can catch it. And I don't want to miss GBP USD and lose GJ. That'll be crazy. Crazy, but with proper risk management, it's all fine. It's not looking that good. Alright, we didn't break above. Alright, the trade is invalidated. There's no break above right there, but we'll wait. We have something interesting. candle is not an engulfing candle. We will see. We have the supply zone right here. The supply zone right here. But we are above the highs and lows of the week, so we just keep looking for buys. Keep looking for buys, no sells. I'm going to be watching GBP very closely because I don't want to miss another trade again. If you have any pair you want me to check, please drop that in the comment section. Let me check. Now let's check GBP USD top down analysis. What's going on with GBP USD? What's going on? What's going on? Whoa, what's this weak city right here? What is it for? I need to clean this chart. We have similar formation on GBP USD. Yes, similar formation on both. That is crazy head and shoulder right here. We have this strong zone right here. Price has been rejecting that point. And price has gotten to this point again and react several times. So this zone right here is a range. If you're a swing trader, you might want to be patient for price to break either above or below this point before getting into any trade. And this is a safe zone right here. You can get into the trade somewhere around this point. Alright, or you can get into the trade somewhere around this point here to this point right here. But this zone right here is not safe. That is if you're a swing trader. Let's check the 4 hour. But one more thing though, before then, let's check something. It's something very important. Right at this point here, there's recent price data right at this point. Now right here we can see price coming to this point here. So if price can break below this point, let me zoom out. If price can break below this point here, it's probably going to head to this point. and there we can have a continuation down, or probably price maintain this range again, all right, and just range inside this box before finally breaking out. And after breaking out up to this point here, it's safe to take this trade at this point. Let's check the 4 hour. Now recent price data. We have this strong zone right here. We have that strong zone right there. We have this upper zone right here. Where is safe? We have price weak to this point, so we see we can reduce this one a little bit, and reduce this a little bit to this downside here. So if price break below this point, it's heading down to this point here. If we have a break up right at this point here, we're moving to this point. We had a very rough road at this point. Let's check what's going on with GBP right now. Okay, so this trend is invalidated. Just going to remove that. We have this engulfing formation right here as well. That is going to be a supply zone right there. But don't forget, we are already above the 70 pips. So in this situation, we can look for buys and sells at the same time, whichever one presents opportunity first. This head and shoulder situation right here as well. We have that situation, so there's a very strong possibility that price will break above and continue back up. But let's see what. Don't like the close of that candle. Didn't close well. It was not strong enough. Candle was not strong enough. We still have this zone right here. Let's see if price can break above this point here with an engulfing candle right there. Then we can look for buys. Right now we will have multiple confirmation right there. We have multiple, bottom right here. Say this is the first bottom right here, the second bottom right here, and we have another one deep to this point here, making, you know, what do you guys call it, three bottom or something. So now we have this supply zone right here, just at this point. This very engulfing candle right here. That was the beginning of, after we had this, you know, short uptrend right here, or we can call it a retracement. The retracement of this guy. We had a little retracement, but price started declining when price gets to this point here. So that is a strong candlestick pattern, strong candlestick formation right there. So it's a supply, right? And also we have a supply right here as well, because we have this candle right here engulfing this candle, engulfing this one. So we'll connect the two together. Let's see what happens. I'm expecting an engulfing break at this point. Needs a very close watch so that we don't miss this one again. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, join the family, join the gang. And if you need a safe propfirm to trade, a safe propfirm, I recommend my first funds. You can use the link on the description box below to get 5% discount to my first funds. You want to check them out. They have a very good spread, a very tight spread, and sort of now they are very, very reliable. So you want to check them out. Whoa, that's a strong candle right there. Coming. Candle break above this box, I'll be looking to go long. But we have less than 1 minute to the close of that candle, so I doubt it. Right, we had a close above, but that was not an engulfing candle. That's not a supply. That's not strong enough. I'm just going to keep observing. pair you want me to check? Let me know in the comment section. Let me check that. GBP USD kept pushing up. Kept pushing up. Get my eyes off GBP. Don't want to miss that again. Let's continue with GBP Usd top down. So we are still within the range. No break yet. No break yet. And engulfing candle right here. And engulfing candle right there. That is a reversal candlestick. Let's see. GBP USD will probably just continue this range for today. Alright, today is Friday, the rest of this week. I'm not sure we're gonna be having a break this week. Break is possible. Let's see if we have news. What are you spending? Nothing major today, nothing major. Nothing major today. Nothing major. Nothing weird. Okay, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Let's wait for price to break the neckline. going on with gold? I don't trade gold on this trend. I don't even trade gold generally. Now there's a reversal right here on gold. Reversal right there. And we have a strong zone right here also. Now this zone explains why we're having this rejection right here. That explains it. We're having the rejection right here. There's one right here. It can push price back, but I don't think it's strong enough to push price back. So let's see how many pips this is. Wow, that's a lot of pips right there. So we can have this situation right here. If sales present its opportunity, even though we can see this, sorry, you can see this impulse move right here. Price has moved past the golden zone, was rejecting the 0.7 zone. So we could have a continuation down. Probably this one have a very big effect on this zone right here. We have a reversal back up. I think it's safe to trade gold when it breaks above this guy, because if it breaks above that guy, it's coming to this point here. And we have a close above this guy here. It's coming to this point of the day. Let's see what's happening on H4. Okay, so now we can have a situation like this. And a situation back down here. I have that. Because if we get this one out of the way, we have this very strong zone right here. Even though it's looking like a double bottom right there, because we have this very strong wick to this downside here. At the end of the day, it all boils down to your strategy and your reversal candlestick, whichever one you pay attention to. So let's see what happened. Gold is probably pushing back to this point here. Let's check 1 hour. More confirmation. Yes, right there we had an engulfing candle right here. So price is heading back to this point here. Price is heading back to this point here. Price is heading back to that point. Price is heading back here. From there we can have this situation. As that on gold. For the push up, we have a strong push down before the push up. It's small push down to kind of give us that, inverted candlestick pattern formation right there. Of course, it's not compulsory, it might not happen. GG, what are you doing? Whoa. Something I need to check out. And ensure that it's invalidated. I'll keep looking for banks. Sky Vision, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you've been messaging on the Telegram channel. So sorry about that. So sorry. On Saturday, I don't know the time yet, but it's going to be announced. I'm gonna be having it in the morning, something like 8 a.m. in the morning. It should be 8 a.m. something around that. Now we are melting. GJ is melting. Let's see what is going on. Let's see which direction GJ is pushing to. Yes, like I said before, guys, like I said on the top-down analysis, like I said, we could have JJ, yes, push back to that zone. So right now you guys can see we're already at that zone. Let's go to H4. Yes, we push back to this zone right now. We're already at that zone now. So let's see what happened right here. Let's see what happened. We could have a reversal right there. But let's see. The approach was very strong, but this is just 6 minutes candle. I don't trust 6 minutes candle on the H1. So let's see if this holds and end up being an engulfing candle. We're probably going to be looking for a break of that trend. Alright, a very strong break of that will be very, very powerful, will be very, very good. And as you guys know, we just need very little pips, very little move, 20 to 25 pips, we are done. That's all we need to make 3%. Let's see, we're at a major zone now. So if I have any opportunity right there, I'm going to be taking it right on the 5-minute chart. If I have opportunity right here, I'll be taking it. Let's get to 15 minutes. Sorry. Yes, this is what I was looking for. This is a supply right here. That's a supply. That's a very strong supply right there. Now we're currently below the 70 pips. The 70 pips mark right there. So all I'm looking for right at this point now is just buys and nothing else. Just buys. Let's see if price can push up a little bit, turn it up down, so you can see. You guys can see some rejection right there now. We are seeing some reaction right there. Let's see what happened. Let's see what. Let's check USD card. I used to trade this pair very, very well before. Manipulation was too much for me. I had to run. It's just ranging. It's ranging. price break above that, we should have something like this. On USD card, this is not a safe zone right here, but I think it's kind of safe on the Thank you. Thanks. Sorry, guys. I want to show you my video, have you? So let's check 4 hours. So what I feel for USD card now is that on the day we are between this range right here, this daily range right here, this point, this this range right here, but it looks more clearer on 4 hour. Now we're having a reversal right there, so Tue-Fri should probably continue, heading back down to this point here. Tue-Fri should head back to this point here, because this zone here is a very strong zone. So if we have price get to this point, we can have a reversal back up. That could happen, and we can have a continuation to the downside. But to be honest, I feel if price continues to the downside, it's going to break that zone. There won't be a reversal right here anymore. It's going to break it, because it's been knocking on that door for a very long time now, so it has to break if nobody else has it. So that's what I feel. But now, if this kind of holds and close this way, we should be heading back to this point here. That's that on USD card. What's going on with GBP? Alright, we are currently having a reversal right at that strong zone. Let's see. One thing is this could be hunt, right? Because a lot of people are seeing this head and shoulder right here. A lot of people are seeing head and shoulder right here. We have these. Some people might have gotten into the trade right at this point here. So this big move right to this point here can just be the hunt, to hunt all these guys down. People who have their stop loss way below the edge right here, because it's more like we're having a very strong reversal right now. You can see that was a very long week right there, a very long week. So price can possibly continue back up now. See what happens. We will see. link this to anything here. Come, let me see. Should have something like this. Yes, something like that. Something like this. So if we have a break of that trend, we have an engulfing break of that trend, I'll be going long right there. I'll be going long right there. But before then, I think there should be some reversal before then. Some reversal probably back to somewhere around this point here before price continue back up. And we have these ugly inverted head and shoulder also forming on the 15-minute chart. We have that right here. So we could have a break of that and price continue back up. We can have that. Let's see what happens. So let's check Euro USD. Those of you guys that trade Euro USD, please don't forget, use my link to register with my first fund to get 5% discount. If you want to get an account, and I recommend you use, just 1%, risk 1% per trade, please guys. 1% per trade is okay. I've never risked more than 1%. Risk management is the most important part of everything. The most important part. I got that wrong for over a year. I got that wrong, even when I had a very good strategy. I lose it because I lose too much. And that doesn't make sense. But now losses doesn't move me now anymore. I have losses. Alright guys, on Euro USD now we have an engulfing candle right at this point, pushing back to the downside. Looking at the bigger picture, for those of you guys that get your entry on the 4 hours, on the 8 hours, because I have guys that take their entry on the 8 hours. I want to look beyond daily chart. I go to weekly charts just to have idea. But because I'm a scalper, I don't even really need H4 and daily. Alright, I just go there just to have an idea, because 20 pips, 25 pips, I'm out. Alright, that's all I need. So we have a double top right here. I have an engulfing candle right here, and also a 2 candle rule right here. I will explain this tomorrow to you guys. So now we're having this reversal type of thing. Now if I want to concentrate on recent price data, we can see that price has broken. If this candle holds, right, that this price has broken below that point. So next week we should be seeing Euro USD. If that candle holds, we should be seeing Euro USD coming back to this point, because this is a resistant on support. So we should see it turn to support right at this point here. So that's what can happen next week. Let's check H4. This is so rough. I did this one to this point here. Yeah, it's still a little bit well explained. I'm just going to move this one right to this point here. So to be honest, we have a very safe range on Euro USD. A very safe range right there. Now we had price, broke below this point, closing below at this point here. this week could just be, you know, a very short retracement right to this point right here. A very short retracement right here, price pushing back to this point here and crashing down. All right, but because of this weak city right here, let me check something. Let me check. Why do we have that? Why do we have the weak city right there? Okay, now we have something like this ugly looking inverted head and shoulder, and we have a break of that with a very strong engulfing candle. So the probability that the price is coming back to this point is very high. Very high. It's very high. Probability that the price is coming back here, very high. Very high right here. So what we can have right at that point is we can have a little push up, then a continuation down, something like this. Don't mind my drawing, guys, please. So we can have that situation, a little push up right here and a crash down. Let's see what happens. Let's see. This double top right here confirms that on daily as well. We have a double top right there, also on the H4. That's a reversal pattern. So yes, like I said, on the 1 hour as well, we could have that situation right here. So our reversal can come from somewhere here. So you want to pay attention to that point. For those of you guys that trade break characters though, you want to pay attention to, you know, probably engulfing candle right there. But we'll see what happens. Let me check my GJ. She's my babe and I need to catch her today. We have a break above that one. Let's check the 15-minute chart. Whoa, that was huge. That was huge. This is a supply zone right here. Supply invalidated. Connect that. No, that is invalidated. That's invalidated. Like I told you guys, we're having a reversal now. So price is pushing up back. Like I said, we're having a strong reversal right at that point. But I haven't seen anything. Didn't carry me along. Let's see. She can still carry us along. Let's see what happens. Let's see. What I'm waiting for now is a 2 candle rule right here and a 2 bearish candle right at this point, or probably an engulfing candle, and a break above that will be good. Let's see what happens. GU kept pushing up. Now let me show you guys the power of, you know, highs and lows of the week. You guys can see now every single time price make an attempt right at that point, it kept bouncing back, This is what you see, right? You see reactions every single time price get to that point. Every single time you see price get to that point, you see a reaction, it bounce back up, right? There are situations where price is going to break above it, but not all the time. All right, immediately you see price break above this point here, you will find price rejecting this key zone, this above the highs and lows of the week and below it. Now you can see that every single time. Now let me zoom out so you guys can see we have a bounce right at this point here. It didn't break below, a bounce above. Right at this point here too, we can see a bounce above. All right, every single opportunity, another bounce above right at this point here. And now we can see today again, immediately price get to that point, push back a little bit down, then bounce very, very fast to the upside. That is the power of highs and lows of the week. That's the power of it. You can go on and on to check that, you know, first two candles, first two H4 candles of the week, including Sunday candle. So you will see the power of that. I made a video about that. You guys can check my channel. I made a video about highs and lows of the week, how to identify highs and lows of the week and all that. And also I'm going to be recording tomorrow, Saturday. So we're going to be having a back test, you know, so that you guys can understand properly this strategy. They can understand, so that even if I'm not, because I want to have, you know, this a very interactive family on the Telegram channel. So if I make you guys understand everything, right, just how I trade, even if I'm not with the chat, right, you guys can post it on the Telegram channel. Then probably I might just, you know, check it and be able to get into the trade as well. And when we are taking trades right here, like today now, we already missed a very fantastic trade. But if you guys kind of know about the strategy, you could have hinted me before then. GE pushing up, and we have a very strong rejection right here, because I'm not seeing GBP or GBP USD coming down anytime soon. I'm not seeing it. I'm not. Even though we have some rejection right above this point too as well. Alright, we have rejection right here, and that's the 70 pips mark right above this point. If this H4 candle closes this strong, we should have a continuation back to this point. Continuation back up. That's going to be a very safe range right here. Price is going to move from here, oh, that was bad. That's going to move from here all the way to this point here, all the way to this point. So it's at this point. That's going to be a safe range right there. Let's see. These guys, do me a favor, promote this channel to your friends. Tell your friends to come to the live stream, right? Let's make this more interesting. Let's make it more interesting. I have a very big vision for this. I want to help as many people as I can. The little things I've learned, I want to share with you guys. So you want to help me by telling your friends to tell their friends to come around. Let's trade together. Let's share ideas and let's rub minds. It's beautiful. Let's see GG, what's going on. That's basically the trade I'm waiting for right now. We had a very strong engulfing candle right on the 15-minute chart. Is that an engulfing candle? Let's find out. Wasn't really an engulfing candle, but we had a reversal candlestick, a very strong reversal candlestick. That's a very long doge right there, or what do you guys call it? That is a pin bar, or yeah, pin bar or armor, or which one? So like I told you guys, that move right there, this very strong move right here was a hunt, right? They went to hunt everybody having their stop loss right here. That's what they went to do, right? You just take out these innocent people right here and just continue. This is what the banks do. This is what they do. They have joy doing this. So basically right now I'm not seeing anything, nothing. I'm just going to go waiting. If you guys have any question, please let me know. I'm going to be ending the stream very soon. And if you have any pair you want me to check, let me know, guys. If you have any pair you want me to check, let me know. There's this this propfirm I'm checking out. Even the official site, right? So I'm going to be making a video about this propfirm. Something I really like about them is the customer service. And for those of you guys that don't have, you know, capital to trade or probably to get an account, if you trust your strategy, you can go with this competition right here. They give you guys opportunity to, they give traders opportunity, good traders opportunity to trade. All right. I'm going to be leaving the link to their website on the description after this video. So they have different account types. The one thing that is bad about them is they don't have, you know, lesser account like the 25k and the 10k. They have 50k, 100k and 200k. There's also a one-step evaluation right here, one-step challenge right here, where you just, you know, pay some money and trade, then they give you 40%. I don't recommend that though. And you can get funded up to 400,000. Right, which is beautiful. Yeah, 400,000 is 1,000. Let's say $1,900. They have 50k for 315, 100k for 549. This is a little bit expensive compared to my forex funds. First one is way cheaper. I think they have their comparison somewhere at this point. Yeah. So FTMO is super expensive. Let's see my first one. Okay, my first one is less than $500. That's $4.99. But one thing I like about them is they have these 6% daily drawdown and 12% daily drawdown, which my first one has just 5% and 12%. So they have 80-20. all right. My first month is 75%, and minimum trading days is also 5, and evaluation phase 2, right? Like it's 2-phase evaluation, right? First phase and second phase, just like the regular. Another thing that is eye catching here is they give you opportunity to trade for 35 days before your your purchase or your account expired if you can't pass it within that time. So this is just 30 days, while this is 35. Another downside for them is targets minus 10% and 5%. And this one is 8% and 5%. And they also hold trades over the weekend. But this is beautiful, right? I like their customer service. Very interesting. Another thing that interests me most is this competition right here. If you guys want to if you don't have capital, right, this is another opportunity. Okay, so they do this every month. Every month you have this, and let's go to the rules. So what happened is the first position take 200k standard challenge. The challenge has started now, guys. You can still register with it. And the second place take 100k, third place take 50k, fourth place 50% off, alright, of any account type, alright. And the fifth place, sixth place, up to 20th place, right? So you can get 10% off when you are part of the top 20. And if you are good enough, if you are part of the top first, if you are the first position or second or third, you're going to be walking away with an account, right? So you guys can try, because the reason why I'm bringing this to you guys is if you're possibly testing your strategy and you want to get FTMO free trial, because I strongly recommend, if you're just testing a strategy, if you're testing a strategy, probably you're just starting and you don't know yet if you're strong enough. Alright, if you're strong enough, you can, instead of getting FTMO free trial, because there's this thing about free trial, probably demo, alright, your emotions are not attached to that, alright, but right here now you know that you have a reward, alright, doing this one. So you have a reward for that. So this one now will keep you more busy and probably put your emotions into it, make it look real, like you're trading for it. So this one helps a lot. So you guys can try it now, just for play, just for fun, and you can get funded from there. That's why I'm bringing this one to you guys. I will leave the link on the description box if you want to try them out. Alright, probably going to be calling it a day here. We have a supply zone right here also. If you guys have any questions, please drop that, please. Let me answer them before they leave. And tell your friends, guys. Please tell your friends. Tell your friends to tell their friends. Let's learn the strategy tomorrow. I want you guys to be available while I teach you. So another thing that can happen now is we have a supply zone right at this point here, because this is the point where the price gets to and reacts very strongly. So now for price trailing above this 70 pips mark right here, it means we can look for buys and sells at the same time right at this point. But to be honest, looking at the top down analysis, I think it will be better to look for incoming. I think it will be better to look for buys, because now we're having a rejection at this point. I think it's better to look for buys. I think it's better. It's better to look for buys. And now we're having a break of this. We have a break of that trend line right there. So I'm just going to keep observing this, and if anything comes up, I'm going to post that on the Telegram channel if I see anything. Okay, talking about EA. You can use EA with these propfirms, and I don't use EA. So I don't get the questions very well. Do you want to use EA? Do you want me to advise you on that, or what? And about Euro AUD, let me just check very fast. Put down. Clear this chart. We could have a break below because of this candle, right? That was a daily candle right there. Looking at the daily chart, let's see something. Nothing really clear on the daily. Let's go to the 4 hours. Looking at the same price data price it back to this point. So if this H4 candle closes bearish, we can have it comes back to this point. To this point here. Alright. Can have it come back to test this point here before continuing back up. And again, we have this very strong zone right here that the market is rejecting. You have this strong zone here. This was the support onto resistance, and now price is also resisting that point again. So we can have, you know, a test of this point here. So we can have a test of this point here before price continue back up. Because if we invite this guy right from here all the way to this point, this is also a reversal fib zone, even though it pushes so much deep. So Euro AUD, I'm not trading this pair, but Euro AUD is probably going to come to this downside here. And looking at what GBP JPY is doing, because Euro AUD move, you know, opposite direction. So looking at what they do, Euro AUD could just, you know, come back to this point here, and after that bounce back up. That can happen. That can happen. Then before you start looking for sales, will be you want to wait for price to break below this point here. If you're a swing trader, you want to wait for price to break below this point here. And even also we have some very strong zones at this point. Price may probably continue to the very last bottom right here before reversing. So this candle here closes bearish, price will likely come back here. And if you're going to look for buys, we have a safe zone right here. Price break above this point here, this is a safe zone. That is a safe zone for buys right there. This is a safe range right here. Let's check 1 hour. Yeah, it's the same thing. We have price now pushing very deep. If this candle holds, now we want price to come to this point here to probably balance this, you know, head and shoulder right here, and, you know, possibly right here. Price bouncing back to this point here. Yeah, something like that. Something like that can happen. We can have price push back to this point here before bouncing back up. That's what I can see. Even though we had this very strong zone right here, we have this very strong zone right here. But looking at the candle, it looks more like it will break. It looks more like that zone is going to break. That is, if you want to pay attention to recent price data right there, it looks more like it's going to break to the downside and come back to possibly this zone here. And again, if you have a break above this point here, this is the safest zone to trade, to buy. That up zone right there is the safest zone to buy. This zone right here is the safest zone to buy right here. Euro AUD also works with the highs and lows break and all that. It also works. I'll probably be checking that too. Just reduce my pairs to 2, right? Just to be able to control the risk and everything. You're welcome, bro. You're welcome. So now that we don't have any question, let's check GBP JPY before. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and give this video a thumbs up, please. Please. Alright. Nothing special on GBP JPY for now. structure. Alright, in absence of no more questions, I'm just going to be calling it a day right here. Please make sure you come tomorrow. Come tomorrow for the live stream, for the back test, alright, and for the strategy. Make sure you come tomorrow, 8 a.m. in the morning. We're going to be having it. I'll keep you guys updated 5 minutes before then. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. This live stream today was a success because you guys are around. And I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye for now, guys. Bye for now. I'll keep you guys updated on the Telegram channel. Bye for now, guys.